Good morning, everyone. My name is Robert Hayler. I'm the Managing Director at Boost Digital Media. We are a website design agency that designs websites for businesses in the not-for-profit, hospitality, and retail sectors. As a result of these businesses working with us, they typically receive 100% return on their investment of what they put into their website. Prior to me starting my life as an agency owner, I found a very small hashtag on Twitter called Boost Torbay. Over the course of several years, Boost Torbay grew from 0 followers to an audience base of 10,500. Today, the hashtag still is in use. I became Hootsuite certified in 2015, and in 2018, boosttorbay.com, the main website for the hashtag, grew to over 20,500 website visitors, 17% of which all came via social media. I have over 15 years of digital marketing experience, including building and designing websites, writing in a range of different programming languages, and also using various different hosting technologies to essentially deliver websites to businesses to help them grow. So why Boost Digital Media? We were set up to design and build websites for businesses in Torbay and South Devon. Today, we have clients right across the UK, ranging from as far north as Leicestershire to as far south as Torquay. We have clients based in Dorset, we have clients based in the West Midlands, and we also have a range of clients along the South Coast. We're a business that works remotely, although we have a studio that is based in central Birmingham. There's two of us, myself and a graphic designer, and together we work effectively to essentially deliver a range of websites, hosting products, logo design, graphic design, SEO and social media, along with printable products. Collectively, the business hosts around 20 different unique websites from across a plethora of different industries. Most notably is the not-for-profit, hospitality and retail sector. We design a range of websites from small startups all the way through to large growing SMEs. We essentially build websites first and foremost. Today's presentation is very much about your website. It is putting the website at the center of everything that you do. People today are asking, do I need a website in 2024? People have asked, why can't I just use Facebook, Twitter, social media to essentially develop leads? My answer to that is very simple. Your own website is your own digital land. It's a place where you own and operate. Every time you post a piece of content on Facebook, every time you upload a picture to Instagram, that is content that you are adding value to another person's website. If Facebook and Instagram tomorrow morning, as we have seen in the past, want to start charging or launch a new verification badge that you have to have in order to post on their social media website, we could see people either flooding away from the social network like we have seen with Twitter, or we could see growth as well. But with your own website, you are in control. It's kind of like building your own house. And I'd like you to picture that as we go through this presentation. Your home on a spot of land that is yours. So why is a website vital in 2024? Well, as we touched on, it's your own personal piece of real estate. It's your own digital business. It's more than your shop window. It is your business online. Right down from the copy that you write, through to the imagery you use, to the videos that you post on your website. It's all a part of you, and it's what adds the flesh to the bones of your digital representation. Websites are a great source of leads. They're a great place to put blog posts, email marketing as sign-up forms. They're great places to generate more traffic, to build an audience base that you can essentially transfer from your website over to other platforms. It puts you in a position essentially of authority. It allows you to share your content on a regular basis with a wider audience. Yes, you can post content on Facebook and reach so many hundreds, if not thousands of people. However, your website is widely available, and if it's organically optimized for Google, easily findable. Your website is online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which means you can generate business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as long as your website is receiving traffic. Similar to your home or your shop, if no one knows you exist, no one's going to visit you. So you have to essentially tell people, come to my website, look at my website, look at this, view this. Here's a piece of brand new content. Check out our ebook, view this video. Marketing and branding is vital when it comes to your website, and a good, strong, effective logo with a clear mission statement is what is going to make your business either stand out from the crowd or blend in. Again, it comes down to what is your marketing message and who is your target audience. And we'll touch on those later on. Your website should be interactive, engaging. It should give the person something to take away. Let's say, for example, a contact form. I can fill out the contact form and contact the business that I'm interested in. But then let's say, for example, that website then also sends me an email saying, "Dear Mr. So-and-so, here are our opening times," or "This is our latest offer. This is your latest product." Engagement is vital. And having a place where a user can easily find how to contact you or how to engage with you, essentially, what is the next step for them, is vital. Put yourself in your buyer's position. Can the contact form be found easily? Can the email subscription form be found straightforwardly? Answer these questions first and foremost, and then move forward from there with your website. So once you've got your website, you've put it live, it's been live for a couple of days, and you go online to look at your stats. Quite the numbers you're expecting. We're certainly a far way off that 1.5 million traffic that we wanted when we first come up with our new website idea. So what else can you do to generate traffic? You could tell people about it physically, literally going to networking events and saying to them, "I'm Robert Haylor and I own www.boostsocialmedia.com. It's not going to stick with them for long once they poured their coffee and had a fried breakfast. What will stick with them is your business card or how you made them feel. So essentially, again, putting your website address on a business card, on a leaflet, a brochure, wherever your business logo is, your website address should also be there. Put your website onto social media, promote it on pages, profiles, put it on your own personal Facebook profile, so long as your Facebook profile isn't representing someone who may be unprofessional. Your business page should always contain your website address, your telephone number. Those details should always be first and foremost on that web page. If they're not on there today, get them added. Promote your website through the power of video. Simply put your website address at the end or at the start or anywhere in the material. As long as your website address is on there, it's all going to help drive click-throughs. Write valuable content for website pages, your blog, and more importantly, other websites. Simply writing content for your own website is great, it's fantastic, but if no one sees it, no one's going to read it. So it comes back down to the old adage of, if a tree falls down in the woods, does anyone hear it crack? Again, the same principle applies with your website. If you write a piece of content and no one visiting your website, does anyone know you've published it? So publish your content, but also engage with other website users, website visitors, website owners, and find out essentially where you can essentially complement each other. Build these links through writing good, strong, high quality content will also add ranking to your Google position and also enable you to essentially build a good, strong, versatile website. So what does 2024 look like for us in terms of marketing? What tools are available and what options do we have available? Well, we first and foremost have 13 different unique channels to choose from. We have social media, SEO, or get on Google, pay-per-click, content marketing, vlogs and blogs. We have email marketing, building up that traditional email marketing list and then sending out targeted emails. We have influencer marketing. Every industry has its own set of influencers, and every industry you can choose to partner with them if you so choose. Video marketing. We've seen TikTok, we've seen Instagram Reels. All of this provides good places to essentially create short-term video content. Display advertising. Who remembers banner ads? I do. I know I can remember seeing them many times on the internet, and over the years, we've just seen them evolve into more interesting ways of essentially advertising your business. Retargeting and remarketing. How many of us have seen a product we like on our website? For instance, Next, or in my case, Wolfersons. And we've seen something that we like, we order a product or we don't order the product, and then we're followed around all day by ads. Check out this website, visit this website. We are essentially being remarketed and retargeted to go back, complete the purchase and spend more. Aiding essentially a digital economy, which is going to grow year on year. Mobile marketing, so that is, it adds inside applications, apps, SMS marketing, and other formats like this. Video SEO, optimize your content, optimizing the content for voice. This is a new kind of piece of technology that we could be using to essentially optimize our website for voice. Personalization. It's a bit more than just, hi Steve, welcome to our website. It's essentially delivering a personalized and tailored experience for each of your unique audience subsets. The way that is achieved is a bit more technical under the bonnet, but essentially it means the display that I may see can be different to the display that you see. Interactive content, quizzes, and assessments are all great ways of essentially finding out more about your audience, more about your customer, and delving deeper into what their needs and wants are. It's also a great way for you to essentially target content that is relevant to the queries they have raised. There are a lot of channels, 13 in total. But remember, it's quality over the quantity. Of those 13 channels, which one do you believe is the highest? It's surprising to see that actually email marketing is still the main breadwinner when it comes to digital marketing. It is still the #1 tool that is used by marketers to this day. So we have to think about this going forward into 2024. Yes, we need to have on our website a place where people can sign up to our email marketing list. But more importantly than that, we need to have a place whereby we can then market news, build a relationship, and essentially dive deeper into our clients' needs and wants. It's not just a case of saying, buy my stuff. It's building a relationship with them. And email marketing is one such tool that you could use to help build that. On average, take 7 touch points for a user of a website to become a customer. You may want to think about that as we go through this presentation. Another tool that has come to light is Google My Business. Most of us, business owners, will have a Google My Business page, whether it be for our business address or whether it be for a virtual office that we may have. A Google My Business page gives you essentially that sidebar page. It allows you to put on your website address. It allows you to put on there some reviews. It allows you to have a bigger piece of the real estate pie on the Google search pages. You can add all the information you want. You can add events, you can add products, you can add services. Everything you need can be added to that Google My Business page, meaning it is optimized, which means it's going to sit higher on the Google website results. Most notably is the gaining of reviews. The more reviews you can gain, the more likely professional you're going to look, and as such, the more people are likely to do business with you. So set up a Google My Business page today and get yourself onto Google for your business. I want to touch very briefly on AI. And the reason I'm saying very briefly is because primarily there is so much information out there already about AI. I think we do need to take a bit of a back step and revisit AI later on. There are various pros and cons with any kind of new technology, and artificial intelligence is certainly no different. With AI, the pros are very clear. Efficiency and speed. We can get content in a flash. Let's say, for example, you want a question on 101 recipes for bacon and eggs or something similar. You can type it into ChatGPT and it will come back with all the different recipes that contain bacon and eggs. Versatility. As we've seen with AI, it is versatile, it's knowledgeable, it knows various different topics, and you can ask it pretty much anything and it will give you an answer. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week available. It doesn't sleep, doesn't require sleep, not like a marketing department, not like a bunch of designers. It can produce content tomorrow morning for you. It's consistent. It knows the quality of the content it's going to deliver. It's going to deliver it time and time again. It doesn't get tired, doesn't have the emotions that we may feel some days from burnout or other things. It will just simply deliver the content that you require. It's multilingual, so it can give you the language it can give you the content in any language you want, whether it be your native language or a language from another country. However, it does have its drawbacks. Unlike humans, where we understand the context, ChatGPT and AI don't. And unless its training on which programming has been told to understand contexts, that may not happen for some time. There are potential inaccuracies in its data banks. such as we may be asking for things about mortgage rates, or maybe asking for things about programming standards. But the data that comes back from that could be 2 or 3 years out of date. Now, in 2 or 3 years, that may not sound like a lot, but in the world of programming, in terms of security, can we rely on that to be accurate? It relies on human interaction. So it relies on us to essentially talk to it, to communicate with it, in order for us to give it the answers that we want. So we have to ask it, what time does the sun set tonight? And it will come back with a time. It may say about various other things. It's going to set in this time zone, this time. It's going to set in this time, the zone, and so on and so forth. So there's that side of things. It relies on humans to describe the problem we're trying to solve. Ethical concerns and biases. Again, what we're looking at here is very straightforward. There are ethical concerns around the use of ChatGPT and OpenAI of this nature. The end result is, at some point, if we're going to start publishing more and more content that is generated by AI, is it not feasible that search engines like Google are going to turn around and simply say, we're going to mark that piece of content down? Perhaps Google itself will integrate its own AI into the world of its search engine algorithm. And it'd be interesting to see where that sort of fits in and how that plays out. And I will certainly be watching with great interest. A lack of creativity and intuition. In a marketing department or in your own business, you may find that you have various different ideas, you have people with different thoughts and emotions, and all contracting and pulling, and that is what creates creativity. And what delivers intuition is essentially that feeling of, that person may not agree with me, but here's my idea. This is my idea. And it's passing those ideas back and forth that essentially creates the content, the post. So AI has its benefits, but it also has its drawbacks. And I would say to use AI as a last resort for various things. So let's go back to our channels. Which channels should we be using? As we saw before, there are 13 different channels. Should we be on all of them? Fundamentally, the answer is no. You should not be trying to put yourself on every single channel. It's going to lead to a content nightmare. If you post one on Facebook, that content you cannot then use on LinkedIn, because the two markets are very different. On Facebook, you're looking at 27 to 35-year-olds. Apparently that's old. And LinkedIn, you're looking at more business professionals, those that are looking to essentially either network or find work, and so on and so forth. So which marketing channel should you use? A lot of it depends on your business type. Are you B2B? Are you B2C? What are your business goals? You have goals. I know you have goals. If you didn't, you wouldn't be sat here listening to me talk. So what are your business goals for 2024? Write them down. I write down my goals at least 3 times a week. Get obsessed over your business goals and then put that into your marketing message. Put that into your business, put that obsession and that passion that you have for your goals into your business, and let it shine through what you do on a daily basis. Some of it depends on your audience. Is the product, the service, it's specific to those particular areas. So again, who are you targeting? Are you targeting the a la carte people, those that go out and enjoy fine wines and cheeses and fine foods? Or are you targeting the working person, fish and chips? That's not to say that people who go to a la carte restaurants don't also enjoy a bag of fish and chips, but you get the general idea. The two are very contrasting in terms of where do we see ourselves? Where do we see our product sitting? Where does our business sit? What's our branding saying about us? What is our marketing message saying about us? But then down to the cost of your product or service. Look, we all know it's not going to get any cheaper out there. Inflation is going to keep going up. Mortgage rates are showing signs of stability, but are we going to see more and more costs going up? And as a result of that, you have to ask yourself, does our cost of our product, our service, also have to increase? As we've touched on briefly already, each channel that you are on has its own unique set of qualities, but equally has its own unique set of challenges. Yes, you can have an audience base on Facebook, but if that audience base isn't on LinkedIn or isn't on Instagram, then there's obviously a very good reason for that. So again, think about your product and service, your branding, and more importantly, who are you targeting with your product or service? Your marketing message in 2024 is made up of 5 unique parts. One of them is to understand your audience. As we've just touched on briefly, who are they? Where are they? Why? How? When? What? Question everything about your audience. Get really specific about who you are targeting, why you are targeting them, and where you know they hang out. It is pointless putting on promotional material or posts on social media if your audience base is not on social media. If your audience is not a business person, it wouldn't make sense to put posts on LinkedIn. If it's a retailer down the high street, if they are a delivery company, connecting out to the professionals within that delivery company on LinkedIn may help you gain a lead and gain a foot in the door. So understand your audience and really get to grips with who they are. Craft a clear marketing message that communicates your value. What is it you do? How can you help me? Not what can I do for you, but how can you help me? Can you deliver me a website? Can you build me a web application? Can you help me with my delivery problems? Can you solve my lead generation issue? What problem do you solve and what problem does your business solve? Once you have all this, you can then create a very compelling headline for your products, your services, and your business as a whole. It's going to have, and that marketing message needs to be on every single piece of material you send out, whether it's an email, whether it's a leaflet, a brochure. That marketing message needs to be there first and foremost. Once you've built a marketing message, or once you've built a compelling headline, you can then build credibility with your audience. Creating this is done through the creation of a concise and strong message, clarity and impactful in just a few words. So your marketing message needs to be clear and impactful. Say it and say it out loud. Test it on people. If I said this to you, what does it mean? How do you feel? Do you get what I do from this message? And if the answer is yes, then you've got nail on the head for that particular person or that particular audience. If the answer is no, then perhaps we need to go back and look at what we could say differently. This morning, I woke up to an email from a company essentially offering me 60% off. They wanted me to buy today because the sale ends at 8 p.m. tonight. I have not engaged with the email, primarily because, in my opinion, I don't need what it's offering me at the moment. But this is all to create a sense of urgency, a sense of exclusivity. It's an exclusive offer to me. No, it's not, because we already know that if you're part of an email marketing list, that email has already gone out to probably 5, if not 10,000 more people. So within your marketing messages, within your products and services that you're promoting, again, a sense of urgency, a sense of exclusivity. If it's good for the big boys, it's certainly good for us little guys. Repeat this cycle. Some of us may create a marketing message for the whole year and leave it at that. And that's okay. Some of us may decide Q1, I'm going to have a marketing message of X. But then Q2, I'm going to tweak that a little bit and I'm going to target over here. And that's okay too. Essentially, your marketing message isn't supposed to be static. It will change because as time goes on, your audience needs and wants is going to change. The world is forever changing. And as such, so too must our marketing messages and so must our business. It is clear that essentially when it comes to marketing your business in 2024, the old methods of marketing do still apply. However, there's also new ways in which we can leverage them to deliver leads and generate traffic for our website and in turn our businesses. If you have any FAQs or any other questions that you'd like to ask, pop them in the comments below. I will ensure that I answer them. Some dates for your diary there. So I'm closing on the 22nd of December to the 2nd of January 2024. We're closed for Christmas, as always. However, there is emergency support available for our clients, as well as those that may require us on and off throughout the Christmas period. You can find out more about me and about our business on boostersmedia.com. You can also call us on 0121 4615 313. You could email info@boostersmedia.com. And that just brings me on to one last thing, and to say I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I look forward to seeing you all in 2024.